progress quiz. Ders 180. Ara sınavı, neleri bildiğinizi ve neleri tekrarlamanız gerektiğini ortaya çıkarmanızı sağlayan bir fırsattır.
Exercise 1. Directions.
Sayfadaki haritaya şu yolu işaretleyin. Gerek duyduğunuzda bandı durdurun.
Park your car in the lay-by. Walk to Manor House. Go round the house and back to the road. Walk across the road and into Manor Park. Walk through the park to the bridge. On the other side of the bridge, turn right and walk along the bank of the river. Climb over the fence and walk through Boxwood to the White House. Cross the track near the White House, then walk back to your car round the south side of Box Hill.
Pronunciation.
Şu sözcüklerde eş sesli heceleri işaretleyin. Yazmak için bandı durdurun.
Rumor.
Demonstrator.
Purpose.
America.
Protester.
Similar.
Research.
Neighbor.
Figure.
Pleasure.
Competitor.
Orchestra.
Disturbing.
Hunger.
Burglar. The 17th of September.
Şu soruları yanıtlayın. Yazmak için bandı durdurun.
Here are two examples.
What's the date next Monday?
The 21st of September.
What was the date the day before yesterday?
The 15th of September. Now write answers to these questions. A.
What's the date the Sunday after next?
B. What was the date last Friday? C.
What's the date the day after tomorrow?
D. What's the date the Wednesday after next? E.
What was the date the Saturday before last?
F. What was the date last Thursday? Exercise 8. Departure times.
Şu otobüslerin kalkış saatlerini yazın. Yazmak istediğinizde bandı durdurun.
The next bus for Oxford leaves from departure point number 9 at 8:15. Passengers for Cardiff should take the bus at 10:25. It will leave from departure point number 7. The Manchester bus will leave from departure point number 2 at 11:08. The bus for Liverpool leaves from departure point 5 at 12:30. Edinburgh, passengers for Edinburgh, your bus is at 1:43. It departs from departure point 7. The Glasgow bus leaves at 2:55 from departure point 11. The bus for Cambridge will leave from departure point 3. Number 3 at 3:45. Thank you. Exercise 10. Puzzle.
Şu cümlelerdeki eksik sözcükleri yazın. Sonra bu sözcükleri bulmacada bulun. Yazmak için bandı durdurun.
A. The baby is asleep. Don't wake her up.
B. In the end, the girl died of a broken heart.
C. I've made a decision.
D. You are not allowed to come in without permission.
E. It's a pleasure to have met you at last.
F. There must be nearly 500,000 people there.
G. It depends whether you want a blonde or a brunette.
H. I guess they must have gone home.
I. These documents are out of date.
J. They are demonstrating against unemployment.
K. It's difficult to make a comparison.
L. In my opinion, he's very sexist.
M. It's a pity you didn't consult me first.
N. What's the secret of success in business?
O. Is there any truth in the rumour?
P. Our problems aren't as serious as they seem.
Ara sınavının sözlü bölümünün sonu. Ders 180. Birinci yüzün sonu. Bandı sonuna kadar sarın.
English. Lesson 181.
I would have come.
If you'd asked me to come, I'd have come. If you told me to go, I'd have gone. Everything would have been different if I'd seen you before. But I'm glad that we met all the same. Oh, yeah.
Ders 185. Koşul cümlesi. Sam Lovett'ın yokluğunda Lovett parfümlerinin baş yöneticisi olan Felicity King, Adam Ross'un yönetim toplantılarına katılmamasını kaygıyla karşılamaktadır.
Can I have a word with you, Adam?
Of course, come in.
Did you know that there was a management meeting this morning?
Yes, I did.
I'd like to know why you weren't there.
I didn't have time.
Didn't you get my memo?
Just because you send me a memo, Felicity, it doesn't mean that I have any more time.
Adam, we're all very busy, but the management meetings are important.
Look, I would have come if I'd had
I
time.
don't think you appreciate the situation. For better or worse, Sam has left me in charge. I don't want to drive everyone mad with meetings, but I can't run the place without consulting anyone. I'm not Sam. Repetition.
Now listen. Şimdi dinleyin.
Can I have a word with you?
Can you spare a moment?
You didn't go...
To the meeting.
You didn't go to the meeting.
I'm afraid I couldn't go. I didn't have time. He would have gone if he'd had time. He would have gone if he'd had time.
You didn't write to me.
He didn't know your address.
He'd have done it
He'd have written.
if he'd known the address.
He'd have written if he'd known the address. I'm afraid I couldn't write without the address. I'm afraid I couldn't write without the address.
It's lucky I saw you.
I'm glad we met. If she hadn't seen him,
Everything would have been different.
everything would have been different.
Listen and repeat. Dinleyin ve tekrarlayın.
Can I have a word with you?
Can you spare a moment?
You didn't go.
To the meeting.
You didn't go to the meeting.
I'm afraid I couldn't go. I'm afraid I couldn't go. I didn't have time. He would have gone
If he'd had time.
He would have gone if he'd had time.
You didn't write to me.
He didn't know your address.
He'd have done it.
He'd have written
If he'd known the address.
He'd have written if he'd known the address. I'm afraid I couldn't write without the address. I'm afraid I couldn't write without the address.
It's lucky I saw you.
I'm glad we met. If she hadn't seen him,
Everything would have been different.
everything would have been different.
Practice.
Exercise 1. If
Şimdi şu konuşmalara katılın.
Here's an example first. You didn't telephone me, but of course you didn't know my number.
That's right. I would have telephoned you if I'd known your number.
Now you go on. You didn't buy the books, but I suppose you didn't have time.
That's right. I would have bought the books if I'd had time.
You nearly missed the train. It's lucky you took a taxi.
That's right. I would have missed the train if I hadn't taken a taxi.
I suppose you didn't bring the records because you didn't have a suitcase.
That's right. I would have bought the records if I'd had a suitcase.
You didn't work in the train. I suppose it was impossible without a seat.
That's right. I would have worked in the train if I'd had a seat.
I'm glad you didn't get wet. It was a good idea to bring an umbrella.
That's right. I would have got wet if I hadn't bought an umbrella. Now, here's the song.
If you'd asked me to come, I'd have come. If you told me to go, I'd have gone. Everything would have been different if I'd seen you before. But I'm glad that we met all the same. Oh, yeah.
And that's the end of lesson 181. 181. dersin sonu ve yararlar. Dan Lovett, pop şarkıcısı Nick Yates'in evinde televizyon seyretmektedir. Televizyonda Nick'in kız arkadaşı Chrissy'nin rol aldığı Lovett parfümlerinin bir reklamı vardır.
Love at first sight, worn with that touch of pride, recognized with pleasure. First sight by Lovett.
Hey, that's a very good ad. Yes. Does it make you want to buy the perfume? It certainly does. Especially if the car and the castle come with it. If you wear Lovett's perfume, all your dreams come true. I'm not going to start wearing perfume.
No, he's already got his dream.
Oh.
But he never buys me perfume.
Doesn't the Lovett girl get a free supply?
Yes, it's one of the perks.
How much do you earn for doing an ad like that?
Oh, it's good money, but it depends how many times they show the ad. I get a fee every time it's repeated.
So if we get bored of seeing the Lovett ad, at least we'll know that you're getting richer. Repetition.
Listen to the words and phrases. Delane.
How much do you earn?
My salary is £1,000 a month.
My salary is £1,000 a month.
Before tax.
After deductions,
That's £12,000 gross.
or £8,000 net.
A daily rate.
A weekly wage.
A monthly salary.
An annual income.
I get paid a lot.
I earn a lot of money.
They pay me well.
The perks are good too.
A paid holiday.
The clothing allowance.
Free lunches.
The fringe benefits.
Are excellent.
The fringe benefits are excellent.
And I'm getting a rise.
Rise.
Increase.
Bonus.
They are going...
To put up my wages.
They are going to put up my wages.
Now listen and repeat. Şimdi dinleyin ve tekrarlayın.
How much do you earn?
My salary is £1,000 a month.
My salary is £1,000 a month.
Before tax.
After deductions,
That's £12,000 gross.
or £8,000 net.
A daily rate.
A weekly wage.
A monthly salary.
An annual income.
I get paid a lot.
I earn a lot of money.
They pay me well.
The perks are good too.
A paid holiday.
A clothing allowance.
Free lunches.
The fringe benefits.
Are excellent.
The fringe benefits are excellent.
And I'm getting a rise.
Rise.
Increase.
Bonus.
They are going...
To put up my wages.
They're going to put up my wages. Practice.
Exercise 1. Income.
As you listen to these people talking about their earnings, fill in the information. Stop the tape when you want to. İşte şunlar.
Lisa Freeman works as a demonstrator for a firm which manufactures cosmetics. I get about £7,800 a year after tax, and I pay tax at the rate of 40 pence in the pound. 40p in the pound! Last year I paid £5,200 in tax. That's a lot of money. But I get a clothing allowance of £300 a year, which helps. That's in addition to my salary. Bob Newbury works in a factory which makes electronic components.
I get paid £160 a week. That's my basic wage. That's what I get for a 40-hour week, 8 hours a day. Tax and deductions are usually about £55 a week. But I also get a productivity bonus of £10 a week. I'll get that most weeks.
Steve Walsh works as a gardener for a property company.
I earn £5 an hour. I work a 35-hour week, and I take 4 weeks holiday every year. I don't get paid when I'm on holiday because I'm on an hourly contract. But the company gives me a Christmas bonus, usually a week's wages. That's my only perk.
Now here's the song.
The wages are £100 a week. Yes, I earn £100 a week. They're getting lies, they're gonna put them up. See how they earn £200 a week. £200 a week.
And that's the end of lesson 182. U6 and 1883.
She gets on my nerves.
Ders 183. Keyifsizlik. Adam ve Lucy Ross, bebekleri Alexander'ı Thames Irmağı kıyısında pazar gezisine götürüyorlar. Adam, Paris Sticking'e olan kızgınlığını dile getiriyor.
You don't think I'm being silly, do you, Alexander?
He thinks you're just as silly as I do. That's why he's smiling.
Nonsense, he's smiling because he agrees with me.
He's probably smiling because he's got wind.
Anyway, she gets on my nerves, whatever you or anyone else thinks. I only spend 2 days a week in that office. Can't spend all time showing Felicity how to do a job.
I don't know why you're so irritated. You said yourself that you were too busy to stand in for Dad.
I would like to have been asked, all the same.
Do you want my opinion? Dad knew you wouldn't have time. Isn't that right, Alexander? There, he's smiling. Repetition.
Now listen and repeat. Şimdi dinleyin ve tekrarlayın.
I don't know why you're so irritated.
I don't know why you're so irritated.
Irritated.
Angry.
Furious. She makes me furious. I had a row with her.
Row.
Quarrel.
Argument.
We had an argument about it.
We had an argument about it.
She was extremely angry.
I was absolutely furious.
He was in a bad mood.
his temper with her.
They shouted at each other.
He called her a fool.
A fool.
A liar.
A cheat. She said he was lazy.
Lazy.
Dishonest.
Stupid.
He told her to shut up.
She told him to get out.
They can't stand each other.
They don't get on. Practice.
Exercise 1. Conflict.
Çatışma. Now take part in these conversations. Şu konuşmalara katılın.
The conversation about Sue.
What's the matter with Sue?
She had a row with her boss.
What happened?
She called him a fool, and he was very angry. The conversation about Al.
What's wrong with Al?
He's had an argument with his wife.
Why?
She said he was a liar, and he lost his temper with her. The conversation about Jimmy.
What's the matter with Jimmy?
His mother told him to get out.
Why?
They had a bad quarrel, and he shouted at her. The conversation about Anne.
What's wrong with Anne?
Her husband shouted at her.
What happened?
She said he was lazy, and he was really furious. Exercise 2. Comprehension.
Şu cümleleri anlayabiliyor musunuz?
Shelley and David are married. They've been married for about 8 years. They love each other very much, although they argue a lot. Most of the arguments are about money. David is unemployed, and Shelley can't work because they've got 3 small children. But they both have a great sense of humor. They find the same things funny. They make each other laugh a lot. If David could find a job, they wouldn't have any problems.
Ruth and Brian are brother and sister, but they don't get on. They don't get on with each other at all. It's very sad. They never talk to each other. I can't understand it. They're both such nice people, but they always seem to irritate each other.
Maggie and Noel are business partners. They work together as colleagues very successfully. In fact, you'd never guess that they don't like each other, but they don't. They can't stand each other. They get so angry with each other that they start shouting. It's unbelievable. How they manage to work together, I really don't know.
Now sing the song.
And that's all from lesson 183. 183. dersin sonu.
Broken handles.
My zip is broken and I can't do it up. I've got one or two things that need fixing. The handle of my suitcase came up in my hand. There are one or two things that need fixing.
Ders 184. Dikkat isteyen şeyler. Annesinin ve babasının yokluğunda Wood'undaki eve bakan Ben Lovett, parfüm mağazasına yönetici Nita Pater'le çene çalmaya uğramıştır.
I had a postcard from your mother this morning.
Did you? So did I.
They seem to be having a good time. What did she say on yours?
Oh, nothing. Just love from New York. But Tim wrote me a 5-page letter.
You must be missing them.
Yes, I am. But it has its advantages. It's nice to have the house to myself, and I like having Dad's new Jaguar to drive. How are things going in the shop?
Fairly quiet, actually. There aren't so many tourists at the moment. By the way, there are one or two things that need doing. Now might be a good time to do them.
What kind of things?
Some of these cabinets have got broken handles, and that one has got a hinge missing.
I'll tell Felicity. Repetition.
Now listen and repeat. Dinleyin ve tekrarlayın.
There are one or two things that need doing. The cabinet has got a broken handle. The cabinet has got a broken handle. The lock is broken. There's a hinge missing. Lock.
Hinge.
Zip.
Screw.
Nail.
Glue. It has come unstuck. It has come unscrewed. It has come undone. The handle has come off. Door handle.
Suitcase handle.
Doorknob.
Control knob.
The switch is loose.
Screw it up.
Unscrew it.
Zip it up.
Unzip it.
Do it up.
Undo it.
There are one or two things that need fixing. There are one or two things that need fixing.
Practice.
Exercise 1. What's wrong with it?
Now answer these questions. Şu soruları yanıtlayın.
First, an example.
What's wrong with the chair?
One of its legs is broken. No, you answer.
What's wrong with the suitcase?
The handle has come off.
What's wrong with the clock?
The hour hand is missing.
What's wrong with the hinge?
It's broken.
What's wrong with the box?
The lock is loose.
What's wrong with the doll?
One of its legs is missing. Now sing the song.
My zip is broken and I can't do it up. I've got one or two things that need fixing. The handle of my suitcase came up in my hand. There are one or two things that need fixing.
And that's all for lesson 184.